What's good with y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are having a wonderful and blessed day. Hold on, Professor Nail in the building. Division just turned on my dog, Seth Rollins, man. They done speared him out his coat. They done speared him out his suit, all types of stuff, man. So we finna get straight into it.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts after we gonna speak on it. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Leave a like before the video starts so it trends up in the algorithm. Let's watch. Real disrespectful. CM Punk just won the qualification triple threat, by the way. We're going to speak a little bit on that as well. Now, this is crazy, though, like how they did him, dude. And this happened at 8 a.m. I wasn't even really watching, so a lot of this is news to me.
Yeah, I caught like that back either.
But apparently he got speared out his shoes.
I was weak.
Boom!
Woo! I watched that live.
Woo-wee, he cut him in half. Good Lord. Yo.
Some J's. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He took off.
That's crazy.
He took off.
Now, I feel like we all seen this kind of coming, but just not this soon. That the shock factor was crazy.
This early, low-key,
I thought this might have got pushed to Mania, low-key.
I ain't gonna lie. I think that was definitely. I didn't expect it to happen like this.
Not this soon.
Not this early. But honestly, I'm not mad at it though.
Me either. We needed a joke because up until the last couple weeks, WWE been super mid.
This definitely gave it like a huge jump from.
Really, the last 2 weeks been pretty decent, but this right here.
Look at it. LA Knight in the back chill like, hey.
What y'all got going? He really. Oh no, he about to take another tsunami.
Come
hey,
woo!
Woo!
This is crazy.
I really thought they were finna pull Evolution 2.0.
Me too. They did not wait. They did not wait. Make a choice, Paul.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm in Paul's shoes, I mean, you gotta look at the one his neck.
You know who to stand beside right now.
He look good at championship.
He do. He look good with the belt.
He look good.
We gotta be honest. He looks good with the belt. We gotta be honest. He looks good with the belt.
He looks good with that belt.
So we have it, man. He got speared out his shoes. This was gonna happen anyway. For those of y'all, newsflash: Bron Breaker was always the end goal for this this group.
The whole faction.
The Bron Breaker was always the breakout star. Bronson Reed, he'll probably be a world champion, but if we going off of who's that world championship material right now in this moment, Bron Breaker was always the breakout in the crew. He was being pruned to be next.
And I think like he proved that with that the Intercontinental Championship run.
Oh yeah. So when he was in NXT, we knew like I don't know what they're doing with Carmelo Hayes, but when they called him and Carmelo Hayes up, them two, they were gonna be groomed and like pruned to be the next stars. And Bron Breaker just shot out of a cannon, and it helped that he just so intense. The way he wrestles, the spear, the entrance, the way he pulls emotion. He has that look. He's the guy. So we already knew coming out the group who's gonna be. But now where we are with this landscape, it's a few things we could think about here. So number one, we did get the triple threat. So CM Punk is now getting a world title shot. Now, granted, I don't see a way they wedge a Bron Breaker and Seth Rollins match in between time before that. So I could see something like them going back and forth, they getting into it, and Seth Rollins gets cheated in a way. Bron Breaker might actually cost Seth Rollins a match and give CM Punk the title back. That's one. I also saw stuff like reports like maybe this is another ruse. I don't know how I feel about that. You going out your way to take a spear by Bron Breaker to pull off another ruse. I ain't gonna lie. If he do that, Seth Rollins is the king of ruses. Yeah. I will say that. But I don't see why you would take a spear that intense and do all of this just to throw CM Punk off the scent and cheat CM Punk out of another world championship. Maybe they are. We've seen Seth Rollins do some of the most heinous acts we've ever seen.
Bro, drop the crutches, so it's like, what else wouldn't he do?
WrestleMania 31 and this past SummerSlam, we've seen it all. So we got to be prepared for anything that could be on the table. I'm just letting y'all know, not exactly what I think about that, but that's something that I've seen and been reading up on. People are trying to say this could be another ruse.
It's around perfect timing too, because this when like all the major previews about to come up. We leading right back to the road to WrestleMania, so that's crazy to think about WrestleMania.
Yeah, we get into it because really Survivor Series kind of starts to set up where we're going into WrestleMania season. So next month kind of starts kicking off the build to.
So this is kind of perfect.
Yeah,
like for storyline wise, where they're trying to go with, this is definitely the time to start it right now. So
yeah,
it makes a lot of sense that they actually allowed this to happen this early. So.
My only thing about it, I'm trying to figure out how I feel about the landscape of like where the title goes, because I always thought towards the end of this year or maybe at the Rumble, maybe even Mania, I don't know if I actually thought they were going to push it back that far, but I've always felt that CM Punk was getting the world title back before the end of 2025. So my thing is, now do we do a CM Punk world title change and give it directly to Bron Breaker, or are we going to do some type of thing where Seth Rollins retains and then we get the Bron Breaker and Seth Rollins match? Because I have always kind of had in my head that this was going to be the Evolution 2.0. They were going to slow milk it, build up Bron, even though he was already that dude. But, give him the Batista, like, pruning, and then we finally get the teacher, the student becomes the teacher and overtakes the one that taught him. And Bron Breaker becomes the world champion. So now I'm looking at it like, how exactly do we do this? And that's not a bad spot to be in. I think
it's a great spot to be in.
Predictability is also not bad if the story is told right. But it makes the storyline that much better when we don't know exactly what's coming. Because now we have like this triangle, Bron Breaker, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and we're trying to figure out where the belt is going to end up. And it's an important time. And like you said, just to go off of your thoughts, it's a very good time to pull the trigger, because now we're trying to figure out where the world title is going to be going into Mania season. So it's like, and then also Bron Breaker could very well not get a title shot or get cheated out of his title shot if him and Seth end up going against each other, and he could end up winning the Rumble next year. So it's so much. It is so much that we have on our table and on our hands that we could look at. I think it makes for great storyline and great TV. This definitely piqued my interest. I haven't been watching WWE in like a month or two outside of clips. And then the last 2 weeks, Raw has really picked up. So that's where I'm at with it. What do y'all think so far?
Basically, like what I was saying, like it just makes it better for TV in general. Like we haven't had anything to watch, like, that's meaningful, anything on SmackDown or Raw for like the past, like, God knows how long. And plus, like, it's just, I think they pulled the trigger, like I said, at a good time because of WrestleMania season, but they pulled the trigger at a good time because we had nothing to watch. Like, every week it was the same thing, repetitive, and plus the storylines were just getting dull. There was nothing going on. So this happening, bro, I think it will bring eyes back to the regular TV shows again, and I think it also give another thing for people to watch, because we had nothing to watch. Like, for a break, we had nothing to watch.
And now we at least getting some identity back into the storylines. It's getting some importance. It's making us want to watch. So that's where I'm at with it. Maybe I have some thoughts for y'all in a few days, or when there's some updates, or where I think the world title is going to be. But for right now, we got this triangle. I'm not mad at the 3 focal points of the triangle involving the world title. And, I just want a good story. Y'all know me, at the end of the day, I don't really have a preference that often. I just want the story to be good. It's very rare where I want this one specific thing to happen. I just like good stories. So that's where I'm at with it. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. If you watch Raw early this morning, you're a trooper. I couldn't do it. I was a little knocked out because I had a long weekend streaming and stuff. So like and subscribe if you new. Leave a comment too. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Poppin' tag, YSL. No, and I think he actually had like a tablecloth type suit on. Like it had like at the bottom, or like a quilt, because it looked like a quilt at the bottom. It had like a picnic table style quilt.